At Nottingham University Hospitals Trust, following a surge in the number of patients over Christmas and New Year, every one of their 1,700 beds is occupied.
Overnight we had a huge influx of admissions, so that means that we have started the day with 30 people needing beds. We've used all of our bed stock, so this is now uncharted territory for us.
As a designated major trauma centre, the hospital doesn't close its doors. New patients who need to be admitted are being lined up in an open area in the middle of A&E while they wait for space to become available on the wards.
We've got people waiting for beds that have been here all night, and we've still got new patients coming in. There is no stop button. Where there's space, there will be a trolley.
Makes me feel anxious that I'm just in the middle of a room with loads of people that I don't know.
It's not very dignified, people spending the nights. Hours and hours on trolleys next to random strangers when they're poorly.
I started working here in 2005, and the change has been night and day. 10, 15 years ago, they used to play cricket in the middle because there was no patients. Staff were just waiting for jobs, and now you're log-jammed, quite literally.
Hi, bed's not ready, but I want to try and just take 2 people out of here because it looks like a ward. You can't move in blue for trolleys. Thank you, bye-bye. We just need to clear you out. Any movement out of here now is a bonus. Gosh, it looks like a ward next door.
For those who haven't been here over the weekend, we've seen unrelenting demand, I think it's fair to say, through ED for mainly respiratory and frail elderly patients. Whilst we've had outlying capacity up until this point, today we have run out of space. So we've got all our escalation beds full, and we've got more than 20 patients waiting for beds at 6 o'clock first thing this morning. So today we declared black.
Black is the hospital's highest state of alert. It's triggered when the hospital is full and there are more than 20 people waiting in A&E to be admitted.
Anyone that's been here over 3 hours go into this red colour. And in theory, we shouldn't have anyone over this 4-hour mark. But as you can see, there's someone been here nearly 15.
According to government guidelines, patients attending A&E should be seen, treated and either admitted or discharged within 4 hours.
Hello again. We met last night.
Yeah, we did, yes.
At the end of my shift. And you're still here at the beginning.
I'm still here. I don't know what's going on now.
So what they think you've got is a condition called pseudomembranous colitis, which is a very long way of saying basically that you've got an inflamed colon. You are one of the longest waiters because you're waiting for a side room. Because of the risk of it being infected. 13 hours, 14 hours now or something?
2:45, I think I came in.
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah. Any questions for me?
No, not really. Just go and kick somebody out of bed.
Yeah, literally.
Please.
One in, one out. The system's broken, but it's not A&E that can fix it. The real pressure is discharge. So the problem that we've got here is that there's a dam further downstream, and as a result, we're filling up.
With every bed in the trust occupied, the only way a new patient can be admitted is if another one leaves. The Trust's ability to clear A&E now depends on how many patients can be discharged.
We've got a queue every single way in now, and a queue to get out into the community.
In site operations, the hospital's central computer system gives real-time updates about the location of any bed that might become free.
It shows where all of our capacity, or where our capacity isn't.
At the moment, shall I get him to give you a call?
Yeah. All right then.
Hello, Debelina speaking.
Bed flow coordinator Debelina must follow up on any possible discharges.
We need to go to 51, 54, B3, discharge lounge. But we basically need to go everywhere.
It's her job to make sure as many patients as possible are discharged through what is referred to as the back door.
Have you got anybody that's likely to be able to step down?
This patient's still going to Fleming.
They're still
this
going.
lady can go to Sheffield. However, there isn't a bed, but we're ringing them daily.
OK. Whereabouts in Sheffield is she going?
M2 at the Hallamshire.
M2, but there isn't a bed.
No.
OK. Morning. Who's in charge today? Any discharges today?
I've got. I'm still middle of handover. I'll let you know.
So as of yet, there's not many discharges that the wards are confirming. So we haven't created any beds yet.
Most patients can leave hospital as soon as they're well enough, but a significant number require ongoing care, making them more difficult to discharge.
Mandy, a roundup, if you don't mind.
We now have 95 that are medically fit for discharge.
There are 95 people who are fit to go home.
Yes. Yep. Yeah.
If you didn't work in a hospital setting, you would be surprised how many people are medically fit.
Probably 4 or 5 whole wards that you could fill full of patients who don't need to be in an acute hospital. It's shocking.
Mavis, how long have you been in here?
Years.
Not quite years. A few months.
A few months.
A lot of people think it's the front door where all the problems are in the NHS, but it's actually the back door, and trying to get people out the back door is just as difficult. So there's a medical note.
Thank you very much.
Do you want me to introduce you to him?
Yes, please, yeah. Thank you.
Can I just introduce you to Richard? Richard just come to talk to you.
Hi, Mavis. My name's Richard.
86-year-old Mavis has dementia. She's been well enough to leave hospital for over a month, but her discharge has been delayed by a shortage of suitable beds in local care homes.
I've got a few questions I'm going to ask you, and I'm going to be writing some things down, if that's all right.
Today, Mavis is being assessed by Beechdale Care Home to see whether they can accommodate her needs.
Are you from the area? Do you know the area, Nottingham?
I live in there.
Yeah?
I live on Queen's Medical Centre. You've got lovely eyes. You're a sexy man.
Mavis does not need this acute bed, and there's people in the emergency department now that do need this acute bed. It just puts a massive strain on everybody.
Do you want to feed you or do you want me to feed you? Yeah. Watch your mouth. Is that nice? Is that nice? No, I don't like it. What do you mean you don't like it? We never ever thought that we'd put her in at home, no matter how bad she got. Something you would never do. And we used to go at night, didn't we? Yeah, I used to go every night for quite a few years now. What do you mean you don't like it? I don't like it. Are you having a bit more? No. Why?
Would you rather you were looking after her?
Yeah, we said this had never happened, but it's had to happen. She started to have falls. Last time, she went to the fridge in the night and fell back, didn't she? And by the time we got there was glass everywhere, but she got the tiniest little nick, didn't she, on her head? On her head. And yet she was surrounded by glass. It's terrible. You know that it's unmanageable, isn't it? Yeah, you can't cope, yeah. No more. I'll wait a bit then.
Mavis will remain in hospital until a suitable bed becomes available in a care home.
We want something local, because as you can see, she's got family, and people don't want to travel too far. We've got to see the places, haven't we, and see if they're all right.
We've had 70 arrivals today, and there are 57 patients in the department. So quite a lot of those patients have been in the department since yesterday tea time, and they are still waiting for a bed. So whilst we've been home and had a sleep in a comfy bed, they are still waiting in A&E.
Nottingham is one of dozens of NHS trusts declaring black alert across the country. With so many A&E departments struggling to cope, the NHS makes an unprecedented intervention.
OK, right, if everyone's OK, we'll make a start then, please. One of the biggest issues requiring resolution is just some clarity over the statement that came out from NHS England. So, Rachel, I think you've had some more information about that.
We are being asked to cancel any non-essential activity, essentially. So not cancer, not clinically urgent, but pretty much anything else.
Every hospital in the country is being advised to cancel non-urgent elective surgery until the end of January.
It's a bit of a shock when you first hear it. It is a very blunt tool, but it is one that has been sanctioned.
To give people an approximate idea of the numbers, we bring in, at the moment, on average, around 54 patients a day electively across both campuses, of which around 32 are cancer or clinically urgent. So that leaves 22 a day that potentially could be cancelled.
What's the logic then of doing all these cancellations?
So the logic is absolutely it does free up space and capacity. It deals with the immediate pressure on our emergency department.
Cancelling operations means beds that would have been taken by patients having surgery can now be given to those waiting in A&E.
We plan to reduce our elective activity, our surgical activity, at this time of year anyway. That's a norm. So it is normal practice for a large organisation like this to change the way in which it works to deal with the pressure it's presented with.
Was cancelling all non-emergency and non-cancer electives part of the normal plan?
No.
4 miles across town, at the Trust's other hospital, Nottingham City, the first operations to be cancelled are from a list of hip and knee replacements.
So if we start on theatre 23, we're going to cancel him. Andrew Hall, we're going to cancel him.
Some of these patients are already at the hospital awaiting their operations.
Fred, I've come with some bad news today. Unfortunately, we're going to have to cancel your procedure. We're going to have to cancel your procedure today.
Oh dear, that.
And I'm really sorry about that.
Yeah. Individuals have waited already a considerable period of time for operations to relieve them of significant pain.
We can't do that one. No. No bed for him and no potential bed for him.
Sometimes I think patients requiring hip and knee replacement are forgotten in the greater scheme of things of the NHS, and they're pushed to the bottom of the queue.
There's not a clinical priority around this lady, but she's in, ready, marked and changed, so that's difficult.
Because it's not considered life-saving, it's not cancer, it's not heart disease, but we forget just how much these patients struggle.
Right, so we are to cancel on all non-cancer elective activity, excluding, of course, emergency work.
Deputy Director of Surgery, Alex Navarro, calls together the general managers from every surgical specialty to decide which operations should be cancelled.
Right, so our task, and your task from here, is to compile lists of what activity needs to go ahead and what activity needs to be cancelled.
But a big aortic aneurysm will kill you a hell of a lot faster than cancer.
So where you come across those kind of things, if you have got an aneurysm at risk of rupture, that would constitute an emergency case.
Can I ask where we stand with 52-week breaches? Because we've got a 52-week patient coming in for upper GI next Tuesday. Will they be able to go ahead, or do they need to be cancelled?
Are they cancer?
No, they're not cancer.
Cancelled.
So they need to be cancelled.
How rare is this?
This is nearing unprecedented levels of demand. I've never seen anything like it. It's absolutely unprecedented.
Staff must now call all patients whose operations have been cancelled.
Hello, this is Julie. I'm one of the orthopaedic secretaries at the City Hospital. Hello, you're supposed to be coming in for your operation with Mr. James. Yes, I'm very sorry, but I don't know if you've heard the recent news, but we have a bed crisis in the hospital, and we're going to have to cancel operations at this moment.
Hi, it's Lynette at the QMC. Hello, I'm afraid it's bad news. We are going to have to cancel tomorrow. I'm really sorry.
I know, and I'm incredibly sorry. At the moment, we're patients with cancer and clinically urgent patients are getting their surgery, but we...
I don't want to be here. I'm fucking fed up.
I understand, darling.
Is these my daughters?
No.
Where's my daughters?
They'll be here a bit later, darling.
Mavis is one of more than 200 patients across the Trust stuck in hospital even though doctors have said they are well enough to leave.
I just worry that she's become quite institutionalised now. She depends on us a lot more than, and her cognition, I think, has deteriorated.
Do you want some of this milkshake?
I don't like it.
Mavis suffers from dementia. She cannot be discharged until there is a suitable bed at a local care home. Keeping her in hospital is costing the Trust £380 a day.
Somebody came to assess one of my patients.
She has now been assessed by 2 different care homes, Beechdale and Park House. She's waiting to hear whether either will accept her.
Sorry, just repeat, you can't take her? No room on your dementia unit? OK. All right, thank you. Bye. So unfortunately, they can't accept her. So they was looking for, hoping to get her on the dementia side of Park House, but there's no beds. And they say they're not going to be able to manage her on the other side. And so that obviously that was the home the family really preferred. The Beechdale, which did accept her, the family have not seen yet. And so if the family don't like Beechdale, then we're back to square one.
If the family are happy for Mavis to go to Beechdale, she could leave hospital today.
Hello, is that Sue? Hey, it's Mark from the hospital. Beechdale have accepted her. So, are you happy for her to go there? You've not been there yet? OK. She needs to be there by 4 o'clock and they don't accept over the weekend. So that's just going to be like a stumbling block. But obviously it all depends on you and whether you're happy. All right, so. Thanks, see you later, bye. So frustrating. You're managing families as well as you're managing Mavis, because Mavis's families are quite specialised of where they wanted to go, just because it needs to be on a bus route because they don't drive. But I'm hoping that conversation I had with the daughter will spur them to go and see Beechdale this morning or later on this afternoon.
Even though Mavis has been accepted into a care home, she remains in hospital.
I want to go back to bed.
Mavis hasn't had a very good night last night. She was quite unsettled, throwing a lot of her water jugs, her cups. This has culminated in her being quite tired this morning. She's not in a very good mood today.
I want to go back to bed.
Let's try and stay up for half an hour until tea time.
I can't stay up any longer.
Why?
Because I've had enough.
You look at her and she's lost sometimes, isn't she? She turns on us a lot, don't she?
Yeah.
Because... But she'll be nasty with you and then she'll put her hand out and say, I'm sorry. That's our mum and dad. That'd be, I think, 1948, 49. And 3 consecutive years she won the Glamorous Grandma competition. We've had the best of our mum, but she's still here.
Mavis's daughters have now seen the care home and are happy for her to go there.
They were good, weren't they, when we went?
Quite nice inside. It is.
But the care home requires a weekly top-up fee.
The family are more than happy for Mavis to go to Beechdale because they understand the importance of her getting the care there. The issue is surrounding the top-up fee. The family, unfortunately, aren't in a position to be able to financially afford that at the moment. I can imagine that causes a lot of anguish and stress. So what it's now sort of standing on to is Beechdale waivering the top-up fee.
I can't stop here any longer then.
I know. We're sorting it out, aren't we?
Don't know.
Told you.
Across the Trust, the number of medically fit patients like Mavis stuck in hospital is increasing.
Today we've got 227 medically fit. I've done a walk around down some of our wards and I'm just astonished how many people are over 95. 5 or 10 years ago you would never have seen that.
It's costing more than £100,000 a day to keep these patients in hospital beds they no longer need.
Many of these patients are needing additional care when either they go home or to some other facility. We've got to start emptying the hospital so we've got the capacity to get the new groups of patients which are going to be coming through the doors. The pressure is still on. There is still huge demand. We've seen that by the increase in the flu numbers across the board. Obviously, with the mandate to cancel elective surgery and the use of these beds. The other issues around the number of supported discharges, they have increased. So I think we're still in for a challenging couple of weeks.
Colleagues are tired and of course they're expressing frustration because they will be called upon to deal with the outcome of having cancelled their own clinics, which wasn't their choice, and they're not seeing any improvement in performance. Unless the backdoor flow improves, all of this activity is perceived as not as futile, but as not really producing anything tangible, and that's a frustration.
Across the hospital, dozens of operations are still being cancelled. Despite the extra capacity this has created, A&E is once again struggling to cope with the number of patients. And the hospital is back on black alert.
Joe and Ed, what's ED like?
It's pretty tough, it's pretty full, the patients in the middle, 13-hour wait.
The electives have gone down, we've got to use the capacity. In reality, we should have no one waiting in ED. We've cancelled all the electives. It's widened the pool of beds. So you actually thought, you know, this is going to crack it. It's going to crack the bed occupancy. But we've admitted more patients and we haven't kept pace with the discharges.
And then you're back where you started?
Back where we started again, yeah. It's relentless. It's just really sad. It just breaks my heart. I think it's really got to me today. It's been just such a long, difficult winter. It has probably been, in my whole career, and I've been doing this for a long time now, the hardest I've ever led or managed. What the public want from a health service, I don't think it matches what we can provide realistically now. And that's because probably today I'm having a down day about it. Other days I say, don't be so ridiculous. It's cracking.
What is? Why? 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 Why is it so bad? Why is it driving you mad?
Mavis has been waiting for 2 days to find out whether Beechdale Care Home will waive their weekly top-up fee.
She does deserve to go somewhere that she can get the care that she needs. And certainly hospital, as much as we give her the care and she likes it here and we like having her, this is not the right place for Mavis. It's sad because with the ageing population, we see more and more of people like Mavis. So it's concerning that there's potentially not enough places out there in the community that are able to deal with them and look after them safely.
We're just waiting on a bit of paperwork to go through.
Amazing. So could that be today?
Might be, but we'll...
Yes.
She's still on the phone, so I'll just check with her now.
OK, so I'll try and get doctors to get TTO. She needs to be there by 4, doesn't she? So that's like a really good bit of news. So basically the care home has said they're happy to waive the fee. So hopefully Mavis could go home today, which will be absolutely amazing after being here for so long. We're so close now, so close. Fingers crossed, nothing's going to get in the way. And hopefully Mavis, she'll be in a more serene environment, will be better for her, and she'll be out of an acute bed. Mavis. Hello. It's Mark. How are you? I might have got some good news for you. You better leave us.
Oh, good.
Good. All right.
Thank you, Mark.
No worries.
Yeah.
We've booked the transport. Tablets are already here, so all steam ahead. We'll get Mavis home today, finally. I'll come and say bye when the ambulance people get here.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
See you in a bit. What have I done with them? Ah! The meds. What have I done with the meds? Oh, no. I'm looking for Mavis's medications. I've just been to check them to make sure they was all present, and I've misplaced them somewhere. I can't find them. OK, so now I'm feeling physically sick. Oh, shit. I don't want this to be my fault if she doesn't manage to make it out. So I just need to figure out what I've done with them. I literally had them in my hand, Karen. She needs to be home by 4. And if it means we're going to have to get them redone by pharmacy, that's going to delay everything by quite a substantial amount of time. I didn't leave any medications in here, did I?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, no. Oh, I really are. Hello, Mavis.
There you go, that's all your tablets to go home.
Oh.
But Lynn and Sue know you're going.
Yeah.
And they're going to meet you there.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
See you in a bit. Hello, would it be possible to speak to Richard?
The cut-off point for Mavis to get to the care home is 4 p.m.
Hi, Richard, it's Mark on B48.
With no sign of transport, she may have to spend another night in hospital.
I'm doing my very best to get Mavis to you this afternoon. I'm having an issue with transport, but I was just trying to ascertain, is there any way that we could extend the cut-off to like 5? Lovely, thank you. Bye. So I've just spoke to Richard, who's the manager of Beechdale, and he's happy to extend the cut-off time from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m, which just gives us a little bit more leeway to hopefully get her home. So, fingers crossed. After this, I don't know what else I can do. I think we've covered all avenues and we have done our best for Mavis to try and get her home today. Are you here for Mavis Gibbs? Oh, my God. Lovely. Told you.
Yes, they come. Just turn round. That's it, lovely. You did well there.
Take care, all right?
God bless you.
God bless you.
Love you.
See you later. Look after yourself. Mwah. All right, you take care.
Thank you.
I
God
miss
bless
you.
you.
See you later, Mavis.
Go on, then.
Yes. God, I'm so happy.
How do you feel, Mark?
Oh my God, I'm over the moon. I didn't think that was going to happen. Did not think that was going to go. I'm so happy.
6 weeks after doctors said she was well enough to leave hospital, Mavis is finally on her way to a care home.
I just think it's better for Mavis in her own environment, and she can settle down, and she'll have her own room, she'll have her own things, and she'll be out of an acute bed. Yes.
You're a bit of all right, you are.